Oh,
What is he looking at?
Hi, dolls. Welcome back, and if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie. Dobbie is bouncing around somewhere, and today we are going to react to Season 4, Episode 2 of Bridgerton, Time Transfixed. I'm very excited to be back in the Bridgerton world. We just did Episode 1, and we have Benedict and Sweet Sophie meeting for the very first time. Now, it is very reminiscent of a Cinderella story. We talked about that. I'm very curious to see what unique kind of twist they're going to put on this, what the pressures are that we are going to have Queen Charlotte put on Penelope, and other things involved. We have so many things going on in all of these stories. Again, Eloise being pressured. Violet being the one who's pressuring Eloise and Benedict. We have new baby for Antony and Kate, but probably not going to see them for a while. We have Hyacinth being very interested in well, she's always been kind of interested in the ball life, but more so than ever now. We have Marcus pursuing Violet. See, what I think is interesting is Violet is obviously but so much involved in the lives of her children and the romance aspect of that she's kind of neglecting her own. I don't think that's gonna happen this season. I think Marcus is gonna be too present for her to be able to ignore it. However, we're also gonna have Agatha in a very mood, considering that Queen Charlotte is not allowing her to go live her life. So let's jump in and find out what happens next. There's so much stuff going on. As always, if you want these fully unedited, they are over on Patreon, seasons 1, 2, and 3, as is Queen Charlotte, my favorite. These will be fully unedited over on Patreon like that. So if you cannot wait for the YouTube drops and the edits, go check them out on Patreon. We're also doing a plethora of other shows. There are tons of things going on. We had just finished Heated Rivalry. We had just finished Why Women Kill. We are about to finish season 1 of Heart of Dixie. We started The Rookie. There are so many other shows over there. I think we're going to start School Spirits season 3 because that just came out, so go check it out. But without further ado, this is season 4, episode 2 of Bridgerton, Time Transfixed. Sophie, okay, cool. This is how she got to go.
It could be better.
Sophie, put the cleaver down.
You knocked it off your dressing table and did not notice.
Posy.
So Posy's the only nice
Mother,
one.
perhaps you
Go
should pity
figure.
Sophie. Clearly attempting to spoil my debut. Am I not right, Sophie?
That is not true. Sophie, one is meant to apologize.
Oh, it's gonna feel so good when she can tell him to go suck it.
You could go tonight.
What? I cannot go? But can you imagine? Oh.
Do it, Sophie. Well, we know she does it, but do it.
Serving no one. There is a trunk
And
of
it
old
matches
gowns
the
up there that
mask
belong to the sister of
perfectly.
Lord Penwood.
Those belong to Lady Penwood.
She certainly cannot wear any of her dingy work shoes.
I would not do that.
It is your birthright.
I thought that was like the plan all along. That was kind of like a spur of the moment. We're gonna do this.
A pair of my shoes are marked, and I have not even worn them.
They are marked.
While you're at it, I should like all my shoes polished and restitched.
Oh
and
my
Rosamond's collection as
God.
well.
With me other duties, that could take months.
Wonderful.
I will finally have a mother. I have always wanted one. And I will have sisters to play with. And my new mother must be lovely and kind if she is marrying father.
Oh no!
Sophie, you must not call Lord Penwood father in front of the new Lady Penwood.
Why?
Oh my God! So she was his daughter and she was raised as a servant?
This is Sophie Peck, my ward.
What is word? What is that? Sorry, I don't know what it means. No, not a word. I know what a word is, Google. A person, usually a minor, under the care and control of a guardian appointed by their parents or a court. So it is his daughter, but he is pretending as if it is his niece or he's the guardian of her for someone.
To hear.
Why? And that's why she treats her like crap. Because of course it's the child's fault. What is wrong with people?
This is sad, sulky Sophie. This is about the ball. It is. What Are you hiding?
Benedict Bridgerton, it was a moment and
Yeah,
it
look
is
at his
over.
face. He's like, I knew
I
it.
will never see him again.
Called it.
When you host your ball,
Oh, and I host...
Your Majesty. You may take your leave, but know it will be permanent. Does one not take one's queen known to be exceedingly generous when it is deserved?
Oh, what? Charlotte, watch your
Thank you for the
tongue.
game.
After everything that Agatha did for you and supported you,
I've come to act as chaperone for my dear sister.
she's like, yup, here she is.
Yes.
See ya.
Please, a lady's glove.
Because a lady lost it. I shall protect you from Mother and her matchmaking reign of terror.
Good deal.
You are often my favourite brother.
They get each other. I feel like they're the two of the most...
wait in line with all those gossips. And then
What was that? Oh my God. I love Dobbie with all my heart. I really do. But for the love of God, to like, look how freaking cute that thing is. I want a cat that I could like pick up and hug and snuggle. I want a cat that will love me and not get mad at me for showing it affection. Where are you? Who's cuter, Dobbie or the kitten? I'm not gonna answer. It's you. You're cuter. Yeah. You're also sassy, girl.
She prefers deep water. She does not know how to dance.
Maybe we could signal to her and whistle down.
Well, might send a message in Whistledown to help me return her glove.
a notorious rake.
How dare you?
The latest whistle down, Mom.
Has this handsome
Girl, you had
gentleman
interrupted
come
that
out of
point.
the cold?
This could be about anyone. Sophie!
We got like 2 minutes of her backstory. I feel so horrible for her. Hey! Benedict.
It is like a gaggle of geese vying for the same piece of bread.
Got
Many
that
of
right,
these young
Posey.
ladies look as if they could use a piece.
Does the distress of my daughter amuse you?
Lady Whistledown could not reveal her.
Penelope Bridgerton.
Yes, Mum.
I've known you since you were a baby. Listen to me.
You have her glove? Benedict, if you have spoiled this young lady...
Nothing untoward happened.
Spoiled.
I did not even get her name. She dropped this in her haste to leave me. I barely know
did
what
not
she looked
drop
like and
it,
can
you
no longer
stole
remember
it.
the sound of her voice.
Penwood House. This glove is an heirloom.
Like that.
Lady Penwood thought it best they not continue with Rosamond and Posey.
I see.
So,
She was so happy to have.
could I ask you about my mother? Of her.
You have your necklace.
Was the dress of
And
his
I will
sister
always
her
make sure
mother's?
you are taken care of.
No, dude, that's not an answer. We want to know about Mom.
And I was forced to walk across the stage with my feet hands. Everyone in the audience laughed. Certainly you'd do the same.
It's T-Swift!
This is your chance, Sophie.
Go, Sophie.
He does not want to find me. He wants to find the lady in the silver gown, and she is not real.
She is, though, because... Oh... She is real, because he was asking her questions about her, and she was responding.
Did
Uh-oh.
someone in silver catch your eye at the masquerade?
Oh! Oh,
What is he looking at?
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. She put that together a lot faster than I thought she was going to.
Apologise. I shall do no such thing. I have nothing to apologise for.
No, you do
She's
not.
gossiping at me, but my replies are never the right ones. She will not allow me to clear her chessboard. If Her Majesty needs an apology, one apologises for nothing. She is our queen.
It's been there for her forever. She should not have to do this.
I do not much feel like apologising.
His Majesty is... You were there then. She is struggling. In your absence? In the absence of her friend? Her world is getting smaller.
Oh, it's like literally killing him. She just want her to be her, but that doesn't mean that she should be held prisoner there. That's not fair to her. It's like, but it doesn't make it right. So since she doesn't want anything to change and she's afraid of her world becoming something different, I'll just spend the rest of my freaking life bowing down to her and playing chess? Like, how is that fair? It's not fair. But I guess this whole world isn't fair, right?
I should like to reward you.
Oh, God.
Would you try these on?
She should
I know
not
how
have
much you
done the
love the little-
shoes.
Put them on. Now.
Like a glove.
Perfect fit.
I'm as surprised as you.
In fact, the shoes did not clash at all with the silver dress I found under your mattress.
It is my home as well.
How dare you! This was never your home. Protection! Far more than you would have found on your own.
Tell me, why have you kept me here if I have been such a burden to you? Why?
You are dismissed. And you will never work again in Mayfair.
Why didn't she put her out on the street, though? She did love the father, so she made a promise to him and wanted to keep that. But if that's the case, then why are you being so cruel?
We never should have sent you to that ball.
No.
You did not send me.
Shouldn't have wore the shoes.
All you and Alfie did was help make my dream come true.
I want to stay angry.
Oh.
Not much, but perhaps you could sell it. Goodbye, Sophie.
Do not.
Shoe clips. Posy.
I have come to apologize, Your Majesty.
Why do you wish to leave me?
See, that's how she's taking.
You cannot go.
That's how she's taking it. Why are you choosing to leave me? She must have a life.
I forbid it.
You cannot forbid me.
I can.
I am merely your subject.
You are
Yeah.
my subject.
I understand.
Wow.
My deepest apologies for forgetting my position.
And now the thing that you're so trying.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
My apologies.
Wow.
Your Majesty, all is well.
Agatha, you cannot leave me here all alone.
Oh.
What happens when he dies?
I am here. You need not worry. I am here.
But she can't just stay there for the rest of her life. If anything, go now then. Go now before George dies.
Follow.
And then when he dies, go back.
Diamonds are waiting.
I need enough money to get out of
They're
London.
I'll take your
counterfeit.
necklace for a pretty sum, though.
No, that's her mother's. She
It's not for
can't
sale.
do that.
Might be enough to get you on a mail coach.
I am not the Bridgerton anyone should give their heart to. The
Oh,
unserious one.
Do not leave me in Mama's hands.
How unfair. See, he's a boy, he can go drink. Eloise has to chill here.
Excuse me, sir.
I shall get her by the end of the night.
Ew, ew,
I do not
ew.
indulge, my lord.
Oh, surely your kitchen duties can wait. Oh, we do like it when they scream.
Yeah! Oh, God.
Apologise, sir!
I apologise. Treat a woman
Little
such a manner ever again. An old person, ensure you never return to society.
We shall never touch her.
You should never be
Because she no longer
associated with
works
an
here.
asshole. Oh, okay, yeah, it's because it's all her fault. It's so disgusting. Like, ugh.
Do we know one another?
Yup. Benedict, think.
Did you work for a household I visited?
Girl.
The late Lord Penwood did not include you in his will.
Bullshit.
You would not do that.
His love rests in his legacy, and there is no mention of you in the will.
No, my father loved me.
Father.
Yes, I can understand why you believe that.
Choice
Your mother
was
allowed
called his
herself to
father.
believe the same. Your mother was a maid. A maid who let herself become a mistress. Being a maid is the best you can hope for.
No, this is
Make you invisible.
There's no way he wouldn't have put her in the will. Up, have him come back to life, and then kill him again.
That is no way to live.
And do you believe I'm afforded that choice?
Please, you cannot walk in the dark. It is unsafe. Unlike Cavender, I was raised to respect maids.
You certain we've not met?
Only time will tell.
All right, there you have it. Episode 2, Time Transfixed. Very good episode. I love this because we did a search. We couldn't find her. We're looking at lips and checking gloves and everything in between. It's just not happening. Violet finds out, hey, dummy, This is the glove from the Penwoods. You should have just asked me this days ago. You're trying to hide it from me. I could have helped you, which was silly because let's be honest. Obviously, Violet was going to find out eventually. Goes to the Penwoods. It's not the Penwoods. He gives up, and then there's a different meet cute. He still knows that this girl is out there, but there's nothing he can do about it. He heroically and honestly, any genuine conscious human being would have stopped what was happening, but unfortunately, not everybody would. And Benedict sees something that's happening, knows it's inappropriate, knows he needs to help, and interjects himself and saves the maid. At the same time, as Sophie is doing the same thing. So I love that this is showcased because it shows that they're both kind human beings that care for other people, that would literally put themselves in the line of fire for other people. Like, Sophie didn't have to do that. That girl was being attacked. She could have yelled at them and tried to do something or ignored it, but instead she gets in between them and says, "Go inside. I'm going to take this on. Go inside." And Benedict does the same thing, jumps in between them, takes him on. You apologize. So it shows how similar in personality they are. Now they get to fall in love as this. It doesn't matter what happened that night at the masquerade ball. It doesn't matter the connection that they had. They get to fall in love knowing who each other is, right? So she thinks that he's this wonderful, rich, amazing man, and they felt this special connection, which they did. But now she gets to really learn about him and really see who he is and really get to know him. He gets to know Sophie, the maid, who's not rich, who doesn't have any special connections, who isn't anybody in society aside from being a maid. And he gets to fall in love with her. He gets to fall in love with Sophie. Because that was Sophie's issue in the last episode, right? He's looking for the girl in the silver dress. He doesn't want me. He wants the girl in the silver dress, and that's not real. She's fake. So this is cool. I like this. I like this a lot. I'm assuming he's going to be like, "Hey, Mom, we gotta give this girl a job." I don't know what Violet's going to think. Because obviously, again, I'm assuming they're going to start falling in love, and she is a maid. So that is a very big twist in this kind of world that we live in here. In addition to that, we get a lot of flashbacks in Sophie's life. We find out that her father said that she was his ward. She was not allowed to say that he was her father. And you can see that when, Lady Penwood, who was not Lady Penwood prior, she was Lady Lee. Lady Lee, because it was Viscount Lee and Earl of Penwood. So Lady Lee comes to the Penwood place, and he's like, "Yeah, this is my ward." And she's like, "Yeah, no, I don't think so." Like, she could tell what's up, and she's pissed about it. She doesn't like being lied to, which I get that part of it. I don't like being lied to either. But it appears as if she really did have true feelings for Sophie's father. So either she did have true feelings for him, and she was just pissed that he lied to her about Sophie and therefore took it out on Sophie for the rest of her life, or she never really loved him, but had to play nice because it is what it is now. And now she could finally take it out on Sophie because he's dead. Also, I don't think that she was telling the truth about the will. I think that was a bull lie. I don't think that he would not have put her in the will. I think that he loved her. I think that he loved her mother, because when she's asking questions about the mother, he won't tell her the story, but you could see it pains him and it upsets him. I think it might be one of those situations where Sophie got majority of everything, and that was what was in the will, and Lady Lee was pissed about it and maybe paid someone off, like, "Hey, you say that that's not the case and I will pay you royally because I'll have a lot of money." I want to know about the mother. I think she said, "Oh, your mother was a maid," And, that's, why he never wanted to tell you because it was disgraceful. I think that's a lie. I think they were in love. Maybe she died during childbirth. Maybe that's how they were able to cover up the fact that she wasn't actually his daughter, right? Because if you have this situation where she's a ward, everybody believes that, but the maids know that that's not the case. And she is, even at that young age, she doesn't remember her mother. She died when she was very young. Very, very young. So, yeah, I think that's what it is. I think they were actually in love. I think she was a maid, maybe, but they were actually in love, died during childbirth. They raised the baby. He took it on his own, and that's how that happened. But none of that matters in regards to Lady Lee, because she doesn't have to be a bitch to this poor girl who was like so sweet to her, by the way. She was so happy to have sisters. She was so excited for them to come. She was doing dance classes and all this stuff, and she just like makes her life harder purposely. She makes her, oh, I'll take care of you, I'll clothe you. She treats her so absolutely horribly. So to be completely honest with you, making her leave was probably the best thing that could have happened to her. Obviously, she didn't know it was going to turn out like this, and she was going to run into Benedict, but that was probably the best thing that could have happened to her, because staying in that house would have been absolute freaking torture. So I want to know a little bit more about the past, about the mother, and I think that she's in that freaking will. Eloise and Benedict have a few combos. He says that he's gonna back her up and help her out with this season, and she's like, okay, cool. And then he just like leaves her, which is really messed up. He is right to a certain extent. She does have to talk to some people because Violet will be up her butt if she doesn't. However, he didn't have to leave her as long as he was. He was being selfish. He was trying to find out his own information. I get it, but I have a feeling that he is going to be quite absent in the area of Eloise and their relationship because of all this. So I hope that relationship doesn't get tarnished, because I really like them. I love them. I think they're funny. I think they're great. I think, again, they understand each other on a level that the other siblings just don't. And so, yeah, I would like to make sure that doesn't get tarnished, but it might. We didn't get much from anybody else except from Agatha and Charlotte. So Brimsley comes to Agatha and he's like, listen, I know she's being crazy. Just go apologize. I hate those conversations. Let me tell you right now, I understand that Charlotte's the queen. I get that. And the queen is the queen. You can't defy the queen. I get that. I'm talking like on like our time period kind of level. I hate those conversations when one of your friends is like, they're just being stupid, just apologize and get over. No, I'm not apologizing. I'm not apologizing. If I don't have to apologize, I'm not apologizing. Don't get me wrong. I've been the bigger person before. Don't get me wrong. I have apologized when I shouldn't have. But in certain cases, it's like, no, you can't keep letting people like that get away with what they're getting away with. Because then what happens is you train them to understand and believe that what they're doing is okay to do. So if you keep apologizing, then I must not be an asshole. So that's cool. I'm just going to keep treating you this way. That's what you're telling that person. So I understand what Brimsley is trying to say, where it's like, listen, at the end of the day, which is basically what Charlotte says too, at the end of the day, all friendships aside, you are her royal subject. You need to freaking listen to her. So it doesn't matter what you feel. It doesn't matter how she feels. You need to listen to her. But on the level of friendship, you know that she's upset because of George. He's going to die any second. She's scared. You're her only friend. You know that that's why she's acting crazy. It's not because she doesn't love you or she wants to torture you. She's going through her own And I get that, but Agatha's on the point of like, okay, so I just don't get a life then. I just don't get a life. I don't get to do anything that I want to do. I just have to bow down to Charlotte. And in the royal world of things, yeah. I think that was his point, and that was, again, Charlotte's point, where it's like, yeah, you do. Yeah, because of society and the way things are, and because I'm queen, yeah, you have to listen to me. You have to do what I say and what I do. And it sucks, but that's the facts of the matter. So I think that what happens here is really interesting, because it's Agatha being like, okay, fine. You want to play that game? Okay. I'm your royal subject. Forgive me, I will go home now. Goodbye. She is more or less giving her the message of like, listen, I have been your friend all these years, and I know that you love me, but if that's the game you're going to play, and you're going to try and teach me a lesson and act like that, then I will play it right back. You've ruined our friendship. We are never going to have the connection that we had ever again. What you want out of this relationship, what you're trying to manipulate, is not going to be the same as it was before because of what you just said and how you're acting. So you could fake it and pretend like we're friends, and you could keep me here all you want. It's not going to be what you want, though. And I think that Charlotte realizes that, and I also think that she really does feel bad. So I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised that as Agatha was walking away, she was like, I'm sorry, I didn't think it was gonna be that quick. I thought we were gonna have the next episode, maybe another conversation, have her say something. I did not think it was gonna be that quick, but I'm glad it was. I'm glad it was, and I'm glad that she did that. I am so happy that they made amends and that they made peace and that they were able to hug each other and understand each other. And I love Danbury's response too. Like, immediately she looks at her and she's like, I know. Like, I'm so happy you did that because I didn't want to walk away angry. Like, I'm hurt too, I know. My concern is that she says, what happens when he dies? What do I do when he dies? Now, I know I said it as like in a silly way, but seriously, why don't we leave now then? Leave right now, go do your thing, and then come back when he dies. It leads me to believe that he is like on the freaking edge right now. George must literally be on the line of death for her to be that worried and concerned. So, regardless of if he is or isn't, I don't think Danbury's leaving. I don't think Danbury's leaving at this point. I think that we are also possibly going to get George dying in this season, which will allow us to see the aftermath of what happens, what it does to Queen Charlotte. And then by the end of the season, maybe, we will have her telling Agatha it's okay. Like, you can leave, it's okay. Also, what does happen when he dies? I'm not too sure about what happens. So, like, right now, she's able to be the queen and rule and do what she does because he's still alive. They're king and queen. Like, not everybody knows, but not everybody knows how, like, not there George is, right? So, what happens when he does die? Does she doesn't take over, right? It's like a man's job, isn't it? So I don't know exactly what happens. Maybe that's also why it's scaring her. But yeah, I'm thinking by the end of the season, he's going to die. We're going to have some grieving. Agatha's going to be able to go on her trip. That would also make sense for next season because then we could have Agatha go do her thing. And then when the next season happens, the season in the season, we could catch up with what happened and what's been experienced. But overall, very good episode. I really like this episode. I cannot wait to see what happens next. We have 2 more. We're going to go straight through them until the next reaction. So long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.